Hey everybody, welcome to episode 17 of Isolation, the series where I'm out here riding bikes, building trails, and doing whatever I can to make the most of life during the pandemic. So wet. This is crazy. The very first thing I'm gonna do today, before I even go back to the trail and start digging, is get the curve dialed in for that big jump over the stump. That thing's gonna be so sick, so ridiculous. So you're gonna like come off, you're gonna rip around that corner full speed. The second you get out of the turn, you're gonna be coming into like a big wooden curve, and then you're gonna air directly over top of this, land down there. It's gonna be mental, I can't wait. But I really have to dial in the curve. That is like one of the most important things here. So I decided I'm gonna go with an 8-foot tall jump with an 18-foot radius. That's a nice mellow curve with just enough pop to really get you over something really high like that. And the reason I'm going with 18 feet is because I rode a jump that had a 19-foot radius on an 8-foot curve, and it was like really nice. It was pretty mint, nice and mellow, not too kicky, but I felt like the jump was a little lifeless and I want a little more kick, especially for something like this. So I decided I'm gonna shorten the radius up by just 1 foot, keep it at 18 feet, and that won't be too tight, it won't be like too sudden. It's gonna be like just the perfect balance of in between. So here's how I do it. The very first thing you wanna do is get a string, ideally something nice and stretchy. So I got this, it's got a bit of stretch to it. I tied it to the chair here at the corner of my driveway, and I measured it out at 18 feet. So 18 feet all the way. And then I taped a pencil to the end of the 18-foot string. And as you can see, like, it's a little bit stretchy, but you don't want to leave any slack. You want to have it nice and tight. Get something with a little bit of stretch, because I find like if you have some stretch, it's really nice and it helps you like get a nice smooth curve. Then the second thing I did was take a couple 2x12s. These are 12-foot long ones. You can still pull this off with 10-foot long ones for an 8-foot lip, but they didn't have any at the store I went to, so I just went with 12-footers. And then I overlaid them over top of each other, kind of the shape I would like a jump to be. And then I drew the line. You can see that I have an orange line over top of the pencil lines, and it took me a couple tries to really like figure out where I should have everything sit. But then it worked out pretty good. Everything's nice and centered. It's not too thin down here. That's a pretty good thickness still. And I think that's good to go. I couldn't really film myself while doing this, but this is how I did it. I held it nice and tight, went right on the line. So see how there's a little bit of bounce? If you can get like some stretchy material like this for the string, it's really nice. And then I just like followed the curve, went with the radius all the way. And then I went through it one more time with the orange pen so I could really see the line and really smooth it out, because I found this pencil was pretty dull and it made it pretty tough to like get a really nice smooth line, and my curve is getting all kind of messed up. And the final step is to grab a jigsaw, lay it out one board at a time, and then just go cut, go crazy. All right, let's do it. If you're wondering why it's dark already, that's because it's Friday night. I got distracted, but I got back in the garage, got back to it, and got the first curve finished. It's looking really good. I got both halves cut now, the other side's over here. And this is what it looks like all laid out. Looking really clean, really excited. My plan was to have something around 8 feet tall at least. I was worried it would be a bit too short, so let's measure it up and see where it's at. I have the bottom shorter board flush, completely flush with the edge of the driveway. And then we want to measure it from the very peak. So let's see where it's at. I'm really curious to know the length. It's looking like the lip is just under 8'6". And keeping in mind that there's probably like a 2-inch thickness at the edge of the first board here. 2.5 inches. So that means it's 8'3½". That's how tall the lip is with an 18-foot radius. So that's a really nice long curve, but it's gonna be nice and boosty still. It just won't be sudden. Like, you're gonna have a nice swooping long lip. To give you a point of reference, most slope style ramps that are around 8 feet tall have a 16-foot radius after a bit of research I did and asking around and finding out what people had built. So this is a 2-foot longer radius at 18 feet, meaning it'll be a little longer, a little more gradual, and perfect for a bigger bike. All right, really excited about that. I just gotta do the final touches now, like slice off these edges here to clean it up. And same with up here. I really want to like square off this little edge here, like cut off a triangle at the top here. It'll just give the lips like a nice curvier look, and it's gonna look a lot cleaner once it's in the forest. All right, that's it for tonight. I'm going up to the trail first thing in the morning, and we're gonna start working on the run-in for the big lip. I'm not gonna haul the wood in there yet. I'm just gonna get everything prepped and ready to go. And then do some more riding, of course, as always. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, we're back out at the trail. I'm out here with my buddy Jarrett shooting photos. This morning we took some shots up on the big shark fin, and then we dialed in some corners around here and got some really fun roosting shots. Now we're back out here, and the plan for the day is to really dial in the run-in for the big jump over the stump here. So I gotta like flatten out this whole berm, push it all in, and really give myself more of a straight shot into the stump. So we're coming through just like that. All right, let's get the first build laps kicked off. So wet. This is crazy. It's been raining super hard for at least an hour now, so we're pretty over it. We're definitely getting rained out. Just digging through the mud, but things are looking pretty cool. We've made decent progress, all things considered. The berm is looking awesome. I ended up getting the whole thing reshaped, at least at the top half here. So it's gonna hook you around a little tighter. It'll be a nice straight lineup, because where I'm standing right here is where the jump will start. So the wooden curve is gonna start here. You're gonna like go all the way up, send it over that stump. It's gonna be so intense, so ridiculous. The craziest thing is like, you're literally gonna come like out of this corner and right away you're gonna be in the curve. So there's no time for setup. You're just gonna have to be like fully committed and in it. Okay, I'm shivering, I can barely talk right now. It's time to go home, have a chill time, and then come back in the morning and do some riding. Okay, all right, new day, and the rain has stopped. It's looking pretty good. The ground is like fairly wet, but it's gonna be nice and tacky. I think it should be mint for riding. I'm back out at the top of Numbskulls. I'm not sure if you remember, but a few episodes ago, I came up to this ridge to shoot it into another one called Gravity, and I didn't remember my chest mount, so I got it this time. I got all my gear, I'm ready to go, and it's gonna get dark really soon because I had a super late start today, so let's go shred. Okay. Got a little pedally section in the middle. Whew. Okay, take a breather for a minute. It's really hard to tell from the GoPro, but I really love the view up here. You're just sort of like looking over at the Sunshine Coast, right across the strait. So cool. I'll take a little video on my phone so you can see it better. Let's see. Such a nice night. Okay, back to riding bikes. That was numbskulls, super cool. Okay, this is gravity. Whew. That's a wrap for episode 17. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, all those epic things you do. It really means the world to me. And if you'd like to be featured at the end of any of my videos, then go to the link in the description here, join that group folder, sign up for it, and upload your content so I can download it and put you at the end of the episodes. Okay, thanks again. See you in the next one.